Welcome to your coverage of Missoula's sports heroes. You're tuned in to the Missoula Prep Sports Network live stream of local sports.
Ladies and gentlemen, gentlemen.
This presentation of Missoula Sports is proudly powered by Fuel Fitness, the only gym from Montana for Montana.
Check it out.
MPSN is your leader in Missoula's prep sports.
Woo!
We now take you to the action on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
Everybody hustles out there, okay, guys? Nobody quits.
And after waiting and wondering and watching, we can finally say it's time for Helena Senators baseball. And a very pleasant good evening, ladies and gentlemen, wherever you may be on the Montana Network. Not usually that hard to say. I'm Jay Scott. Chris Stratton is alongside, taking care of all the business and the wires and everything else. And we're getting ready for baseball. Finally, here at Kendrick Legion Field, it has been a struggle. It continues to be a bit of a struggle, and for those of you in Missoula and elsewhere around the state, that struggle is continuing in terms of trying to get everything going. But we're going here in Helena, and we will have baseball tonight, and the only variable will be the weather, which somehow we can't control. We will take a break. When we come back, we'll give you the starting lineups, try to tell you a little bit about what's different in terms of COVID-19 baseball, and set the stage for tonight's game, and we'll do that after this.
When your workout window is small, you don't want to travel far, wait for parking, and hope for an open machine. Let Fuel Fitness and Nutrition ignite your life with no waiting. Fuel has plentiful parking and 30,000 square feet of weight and cardio training equipment. When you want it, you'll get it at Fuel. Businesses don't hesitate to sign up with Fuel. We have enough parking and equipment to handle your entire staff and 24/7 access so they can get in shape around work schedules. Ignite your life with no waiting at Fuel Fitness and Nutrition in the Holiday Village Shopping Center.
Warning, this is not a drill.
Bastrop, Conoco, and Magic Touch Car Wash are at it again. They've taken what was already the best wash in town, the best value in town, and made it even better. Now, whenever you gas up your rig at Bastrop, Conoco, you can clean it up for half price. Yeah, you heard that right. When you fuel up your car at Bastrop, Conoco, you can get any wash at Magic Touch Car Wash for half price.
Warning, this is not a drill.
It's the Gas It Up, Clean It Up special at Bastrop, Conoco, and Magic Touch Car Wash on Reserve across from Larchmont.
Half price wash, only valid when purchased at the pump or in Bastrop, Conoco.
And we're back here at Kendrick Legion Field. Let's go to Jeff Wald, and he'll give us the starting lineups.
Safe social distancing. What does that mean? Use the hand sanitizer. Stay at least 6 feet apart from other people in your groups. Don't gather in groups and stay out of crowded areas. We are committed to following the Lewis and Clark County's guidelines for safe social distancing. Here are the starting lineups for the Missoula Mavericks. Leading off, the shortstop, number 9, Aiden Markovich. Batting second, the right fielder, number 2, Charlie Kurgan. Batting third, the third baseman, number 7, Dane Frazier. Batting fourth, the first baseman, number 5, Drew Stensrud. Batting fifth, the left fielder, number 10, Bridger Johnson. Batting sixth, the designated hitter, number 22, Connor Jordan. Batting seventh, the catcher, number 4, Andrew Clausen. Batting eighth, the center fielder, number 8, Peyton Stevens. Batting ninth, the second baseman, number 1, Dayton Bay, and pitching for the Missoula Mavericks this evening, number 11, Zach Hangus. Substitutions for the Mavericks, number 14, Sky Palmer, number 6, Chris Dill, number 3, Caden Jordan, number 12, Alex Sertel, number 20, Nolan McCaffrey. And now, the starting lineup for your Helena Senators. Leading off for the Senators, the pitcher, number 11, Ethan Kientz. Batting second, the second baseman, number 2, Matt Krieger. Batting third, the first baseman, number 12, Chase Nielsen. Batting fourth, the left fielder, number 13, Cy Miller. Batting fifth, the catcher, number 8, Caden Corrego. Batting sixth, the right fielder, number 6, Caden Sell. Batting seventh, the shortstop, number 10, Tyler Tenney. Batting eighth, the third baseman, number 17, Hunter Lindgren. Batting ninth, the center fielder, number 3, Matt Burton. Substitutions for your Helena Senators, number 1, Tristan Mooney. Number 5, Peyton Witham. Number 14, Eamon Burke. Number 18, Grayson Struble. Number 19, Victor Scott. Number 22, Forrest Suero. Number 15, Judson Selexkar. Number 20, Cade Coate. And number 16, Quinn Belcher. Head coach, John Burnett. Assistant coaches, Anthony Hogan, Al Goebel, and Troy Arnson. And now, ladies and gentlemen, please rise and face the American flag down the third base line. Remove your hats and direct your attention for the playing of our national anthem.
It's time for Senators Baseball.
We will take a break and we will have Senators Baseball when we return right here on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
Warning, warning, this is not a drill.
Bastrop, Conoco, and Magic Touch Car Wash are at it again. They've taken what was already the best wash in town, the best value in town, and made it even better. Now, whenever you gas up your rig at Fast Trip Conoco, you can clean it up for half price. Yeah, you heard that right. When you fuel up your car at Fast Trip Conoco, you can get any wash at Magic Touch Car Wash for half price.
Warning, warning, this is not a drill.
It's the Gas It Up, Clean It Up special at Fast Trip Conoco and Magic Touch Car Wash on reserve across from Larchmont.
Half price wash, only valid when purchased at the pump or in Fast Trip Conoco.
Get Montana strong at Fuel Fitness and Nutrition. Montana owned and Montana proud. Your $29 a month Montana Mega Gym. Fuel has premier facilities with the latest equipment, nutrition superstores, high energy classes, refreshing smoothie bars, attentive childcare, expert trainers, and we never close. Best of all, you have access to 6 locations statewide for just $29 a month. That's less than $1 a day. Get Montana strong at Fuel Fitness and Nutrition. Go to clubfuelfitness.com right now to find a Montana location near you.
And we're back here at Kendrick Legion Field. The umpires just being introduced. Chris Romero, who is the Babe Ruth umpire-in-chief here in Helena, and Craig Struble, who is the vice president of the American Legion umpire organization on the bases. So we turn to baseball, and as we said, it's been a while. It's been a longer while than it should have been, perhaps. But we finally have baseball. Everybody is ready, more than ready, perhaps. And left-handed batter Aiden Markovich will stand in for the Mavericks. Ethan Kintz is the pitcher. First pitch is high and outside for a ball. Ball 1. So 1-0, and we say Kintz is the pitcher, though both coaches, I would imagine, I know John Burnett is going to be going on a count. And I would imagine that Coach Hathaway is as well, to try to get as many people in and as many people a look early in the season. That would happen in a normal season. Pitch is a ball high and away, and it is 3-0. You'd want to try to get as many pitchers in, and John Burnett says he's got 12 guys who can pitch. Whether we'll see all 12 tonight, I doubt, but pitch is high for a ball. That must have been a called strike. Ball 3 and strike 1, and here's the pitch. That's outside, ball 4. So Markovich draws the leadoff walk, and there's an old Ella Fitzgerald song called That Figures. And she goes through all sorts of things, and then the chorus line is, that figures. Well, it has started to sprinkle just a little bit, and Lady Ella would be singing That Figures. The stretch and a foul ball back into the net, and it is 0-1. Well, it's the first night. Everybody's getting used to things, and some things are not quite what they used to be because of COVID-19. Here's the pitch. A foul back this way and out of play. Don't know what they're going to do with changing baseballs at higher levels, and in pro ball, of course, every 1 or 2 pitches they change baseballs, but that's pretty much automatic. Pitch is up high for a ball. Caden Craigle behind the plate. Infield, Hunter Lindgren, Tyler Tenney, Matt Krieger, and Chase Nielsen. The pitch. Swing and a miss, the first strikeout of the year. So Kurgan goes down on strikes. And here is Dane Frazier. Third baseman. Dane Frazier. Kind of like Brooks Robinson. I think he's been there forever at third base. The stretch and the set. And Kintz comes high for a ball. Ball 1. Love to tell you when the next Senators game will be and the next broadcast will be, but we can't. They're still setting the schedule up. The Independents will be here at Kendrick over the weekend for their tournament. There's a drive to right center field, and this is going to be up the gap. Cut off by Burton, just short of the wall, and they'll have runners at second and third. So Frazier doubles to right center. Some of you will remember Nick Rigg for the Senators a long time ago. That's kind of his spot out there. As I said to him once upon a time, all you ever did was hit it to right center and stop at third base. You know, he's got the Senators' record for triples in a year with third base. With 13, we should say. Here's Drew Stensrud. And down and in. So second and third, one out on the strikeout. Richard Johnson is on deck. Kynes back into the windup, and a strike. Outside corner, little above the belt. Ball one and strike one. So what's different? Well, a pitch is inside, it's going to hit it. So Kynes, well, it's the first outing for everybody. Here's Bridger Johnson. You hesitate to say it's an exhibition game, but if this were a pro game, you would be saying that. Bases loaded, one out. Swing and a miss on the fastball. Connor Jordan, the DH, is on deck. Senators not using a DH. Kynes, the right-hander, comes home. Down and in for a ball. Ball one and strike one. So we're getting a little more of a sprinkle. The pitch. Swing and a drive to right center field. Burton coming on. It will fall in for a base hit. One run is in. The throw back in will hold the runner at third. So Johnson with the single just in front of Burton. He did a good job of decoying to some degree. So Markovich able to score, but the decoy holding Frazier possibly to third base. So here is Connor Jordan, the DH, and the left-hander takes a strike, and it's 0-1. So the bases are now loaded with one out. Well, you want your pitchers to get work and get work in specific situations. The pitch is outside for a ball. Well, Ethan Kynes is getting some work in a somewhat tense situation. Bases loaded and one out. The pitch. Swing and a miss. Kriegel having to battle to keep it in front of him. Ball one and strike two. Got rained out last night, as you possibly know. And the field in pretty good shape. It was kind of soggy this morning. But it's going to be able to take a little bit of water. Here's the pitch. Bounces in. Kriegel has to smother it. Someday someone will start keeping a statistic, maybe somebody does already, on runs saved by a catcher. Now there's one. I would think a catcher's mom might do that. Outside for the ball, and the bases loaded walk drives in the second run. Second walk of the inning off of Kynes, and this is going to prompt a visit. Al Goebel coming out. John Burnett was saying earlier he's thinking about a 50 count, pitch count. Well, Kynes has used up a lot of them. 25 pitches, okay. Chris Statton, master of the computer program. So he's halfway home, as it were, if they hold to the 50 pitch count. The pitch is low and away for a ball. Ball one. The pitcher, number 4, Andy Clausen. So Clausen, Another one who I think has been in Missoula since the Ice Age. Swinging a bouncing ball deflected by the Krieger will go to second for an out. That's all he'll get. The ball deflected just a little bit, and Krieger had to reverse, and that took away the possibility of the double play. Sender scores, and it is now 3-0, and here is Peyton Stevens. So Clausen, the RBI. Runners at first and third now. Here's the pitch. It is low and away for a ball. Ball one. Dayton Bay on deck. Top of the first. And 3-0 Mavericks. We're going 9 innings tonight. The pitch. Swinging a little flare just past the coach's box. Down the first base line and thwacking off the fence. A ball one, strike one, 2 down. Hit parade favoring the Mavericks 2-0. Senators waiting for their turn in the bottom of the first. The pitch is low. Well, everybody's up in both dugouts. They're kind of trying to maintain social distancing, but I don't believe they have to. As in the dugouts. Fly ball to right, and Caden Sell battling a breeze and the raindrops, and he makes the catch to finally retire the side. But the Mavericks break on top. 3 runs on 2 hits and a couple of walks. No errors and 2 men left. So we go to the bottom of the first. It is Missoula 3 and Helena coming up on the Montana Prep Sports Network.
Get Montana strong at Fuel Fitness and Nutrition. Montana owned and Montana proud. Your $29 a month Montana Mega Gym. Fuel has premier facilities with the latest equipment, nutrition superstores, high energy classes, refreshing smoothie bars, attentive childcare, expert trainers, and we never close. Best of all, you have access to 6 locations statewide for just $29 a month. That's less than $1 a day. Get Montana strong at Fuel Fitness and Nutrition. Go to clubfuelfitness.com right now to find a Montana location near you.
The Round Carlino Investment Planning Group of D.A. Davison & Company is a proud supporter of Loyola Sacred Heart Athletics. D.A. Davison & Company is your hometown investment team. As certified financial planners, Ray Round and Sidney Carlino create smart strategy of wealth planning and investment management. Take advantage of the largest full-service investment firm in the Northwest and Ray and Sidney's experience. Call 543-8244 today. D.A. Davison & Company, member SIPC, the strength of advice.
We're back, bottom of the first here at Kendrick Legion Field, where eventually everybody will be playing ball, but each individual county is responsible for the rules, and the Senators submitted a very detailed plan to Lewis and Clark County and got it approved. That approval has not come. It's a different county and a different Missoula County, and around the state the different counties are handling baseball different ways. Up high for a ball from Zach Hangus to Ethan Kientz, the pitcher, who would love to do something as a batter. Mavericks up 3 here in the bottom of the first, and there's a strike. Red Sox, 3 white stripes for Ethan. As you possibly can tell, bouncer foul in between John Burnett and the line, and the Senators' dugout will track that down. So ball 1 and strike 2, and it got him. Just tipped him high and in. So Kientz getting on the hard way. Didn't hit him that hard, but got him. Here is Krieger. And Clausen going to go out, put down some first base only signals to get everybody squared away on who's covering and that sort of thing. The stretch and the set now by Hengus. And a strike is called. And it's 0-1. Krieger, one of the many returnees from last year for the Senators. The pitch, a swing and a miss. John Burnett saying he's got a whole lot of experience back and a whole lot of pitching experience back. And with nobody playing college baseball in the spring, all the seniors, the super seniors are back. Everybody will have their super moves to first. Everybody will have their super seniors back for the whole year. A lot of years, of course, you'd have to wait till June to get your super seniors, but inside, with the NAIA not playing and NCAA not playing, well, there's going to be kind of a hole in Omaha this year. No College World Series. Going to be a lot of holes a lot of places. Low for a ball, and if and when the big leagues get started, there are going to be some interesting holes there too. 3 divisions. Cubs and Sox in the same division. Yankees and Mets in the same division. Stretch in the set. And with the runner at first, up high for a ball. 3-2. Well, as we said, we'd like to tell you more about the Senators' schedule here, but it is somewhat up in the air. They'll be in Bozeman this weekend for the Missoula tournament. Runner goes, and the throw is not in time. Throw down to Bay, covering at second. And they're going to have to do some digging to get the ball off the base.
The first baseman, number 12, Chase Nielsen.
So here is Chase Nielsen, first baseman. A very key pitching performance last year. So we expect to see him at some point on the mound. We can probably expect to see everybody. The pitch. Line drive, foul. Bangs off of the jut out. Down the first base line, and Kerrigan's going to have to go over and he'll flip it into Anthony Hogan, who will take care of it. Well, Hoagie's got a mask on. So does John Burnett down the line at third. A lot of social distancing going on. Jeff Wald on the PA reminding the fans about it between innings. Changes speed and he pulls the string on him. And it's 0-2. So what are the distancings here? If you have a group that you live with, 2 rows and 3 seats. So they want 3 seats if you're in the same row, and if you want to sit directly behind it, strike 3 called. If you want to sit directly behind a group, they want 2 rows in between. There's hand sanitizer at various places all over the ballpark. Here's Cy Miller. Left-handed batter. All the Senators in red socks and 3 white stripes. Here's the pitch. And it is low. Once upon a time, and we'll do some today in history in a little while, but once upon a time, each individual team had different sock colors. Thus the Red Sox and White Sox, but everybody was a different color sock back in the 1880s. Here's a swing and a one-hopper flagged by Bay, and he throws high, safe! No, he did get him on the tag. Got him on the tag. Stensrud able to pull it down to retire the side. Bottom of the first, 1 left for the Senators. We go to the second here at Kendrick Legion Field, and it is Missoula 3 and the Senators no score on the Montana Prep Sports Network.
Warning, warning, this is not a drill.
Fast Trip Conoco and Magic Touch Car Wash are at it again. They've taken what was already the best wash in town, the best value in town, and made it even better. Now, whenever you gas up your rig at Fast Trip Conoco, you can clean it up for half price. Yeah, you heard that right. When you fuel up your car at Fast Trip Conoco, you can get any wash at Magic Touch Car Wash for half price.
Warning, warning, this is not a drill.
It's the Gas It Up, Clean It Up special at Fast Trip Conoco and Magic Touch Car Wash on reserve across from Larchmont.
Half price wash, only valid when purchased at the pump or in Fast Trip Conoco.
Hockey Wolf and Lacrosse Wolf is Missoula's one-stop shop for all your hockey and lacrosse needs.
Check this out.
It may be warm outside, but you can still take care of your hockey fix in their 1/3 sized indoor rink.
Really? Wow, crazy.
Stop in to 1010 North Avenue West and see what they have in store for your hockey needs. Hockey Wolf and Lacrosse Wolf is a proud sponsor of high school sports on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
So we go to the top of the second. We're going 9 innings tonight. And we are on the Missoula Prep Sports Network. Covers all of Montana, but it is the Missoula Prep Sports Network. Mavericks in the second, 9-1-2, Bay, Markovich, and Kurgan against Ethan Kynes. We've got to be somewhat over 35. I'm going to guess 35 pitches. I think we can find out. 29 pitches. Well, all right. So he's got, assuming they hold to a hard pitch count, about 21 pitches. And not all of them went where he wanted in the first inning. 3 runs on 2 hits for the Mavericks. 0s on the board for the Senators so far. And here is Dayton Bay. Dayton is in Ohio. Or if you're an old Minnesota fan, Dayton is in the department store years ago. The pitch. Swing and a bouncer to third, and Lindgren is there. And the throw is in time for the out. 1 pitch, 1 out. So Kynes cutting down on the pitch count total. Top of the order, Aiden Markovich, a walk and a run scored in the first inning when the Mavericks posted their 3. We know the Senators will be in Bozeman. The Missoula tournament got moved to Bozeman over the weekend, and I would imagine that's taken a lot of work by a lot of people to get that done. They can play in Bozeman. They can't play in Missoula yet. Different rules. Here's the pitch. Swing and a pop-up. Foul down the third baseline. Lindgren struggling a bit, but he's there. Oh, 2 down. I would imagine everybody will be able to play once the state goes to phase 2. And for those of you out of state who may not take track of all this, we'll go to phase 2 in Montana on June 1st. First pitch to Kurgan is a foul ball. And it is 0-1. So no balls and a strike. Phase 2 means that restaurants can have more people down and away. Ballparks can have more people. Groups can gather in groups of 50 in phase 2. Here's the pitch. Swing and a one-hopper. Whoa, Tenney had to struggle with it, but he's equal to it on a difficult hop, and he throws him out. So the Mavericks, 1-2-3 in the top of the second inning. We go to the bottom of the second here at Kendrick Legion Field, finally getting some baseball and getting some sunshine. It is the Mavericks of Missoula 3, the Senators of Helena no score on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
Plonk. It's a unique bar and restaurant in Bozeman. It was a big financial decision to find the right bank for our growing business. We decided on Opportunity Bank of Montana. They have great mobile banking, which is good, because we're always on the go. I already had a home mortgage with them, with great interest rates. We met with Bert, our new banker, our friend, and now we have a second restaurant in Missoula. It was a great opportunity.
Stitches of Missoula is your resource for embroidery and screen printing. Give Stitches a call today at 406-529-2632 to speak with their super friendly staff and have them take care of your embroidery needs. From business logos to team jerseys, Stitches Embroidery can help you and your team look good. Check them out online at stitchesmontana.com to see their full line of silkscreen and embroidery options. Stitches is a proud sponsor of Prep Sports on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
So Craigle, Sell, and Tenney against Hengis. 3-0 Mavericks and a swing and a miss. First ball fastball, and he was behind it. And it's 0-1. Well, you can debate long and hard about the beginning of the season, the pitch. Swing and a miss. Are the pitchers ahead of the hitters, or the hitters ahead of the pitchers? And I suppose if somebody's hitting well, they'll say the hitters are ahead. And if somebody's not hitting well, he'll say the pitchers are ahead. The pitch. Swing and a roller to short, and Markovich. Throw is a little high, but Stensrud able to stretch out. One down.
Now batting the right fielder, number 6, Hayden Sell.
Well, hopefully later on in the year, we'll be able to give you some scores from pro ball around the country. But nothing yet, and of course there's the whole question as Caden Sell steps in about minor league baseball every place. There's a strike. Those of you in Missoula trying to keep track of, what is their new name over there? Paddleheads, right. The pitch. Swing and another roller to Markovich. And the throw is in time. It'll be the first year they've called themselves the Paddleheads. I would love to be in a committee meeting where some of those were. Here's Tyler Tenney. Took over at shortstop, coming up from the reps and from the independents last year, and took over short and didn't give it up. There's a strike called. Very steady glove at short. Everybody in the minor leagues, you're trying to come up with an individual nickname. Curve is up high. I'm not so sure that the best one might not be the team in Macon, Georgia. Up high. They are the Macon Whoopies. I think you got to work long and hard to come up with a better name than that, I think. Swing and a miss on the fastball. So 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 down. Mavericks leading 3-0 on 3 in the first. The pitch. Swing and a foul at the plate. Just checking the bullpen, nobody throwing either way. But I'm sure everybody's on some kind of a pitch count. Because it's early in the year. Swing and a miss, swing and a foul tip. He struck him out. And the Senators in the second go up and down in order. 6 in a row now retired by Zach Hengis. We played through 2. We're going 9 innings tonight here at Kendrick Legion Field. Our score at the end of 2, Missoula 3. And the Senators no score on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
When your workout window is small, you don't want to travel far, wait for parking, and hope for an open machine. Let Fuel Fitness and Nutrition ignite your life with no waiting. Fuel has plentiful parking and 30,000 square feet of weight and cardio training equipment. When you want it, you'll get it at Fuel. Businesses don't hesitate to sign up with Fuel. We have enough parking and equipment to handle your entire staff and 24/7 access so they can get in shape around work schedules. Ignite your life with no waiting at Fuel Fitness and Nutrition in the Holiday Village Shopping Center.
The Missoula Prep Sports Network is Missoula's home for high school sports, and we need your help. MPSN is looking for local businesses to help us cover our local high school athletes by advertising their business on the Missoula Prep Sports Network. If you know of a business that would be interested in helping the Missoula Prep Sports Network in our coverage of high school sports in the Missoula area, drop us a line by using the Contact Us link at mpsn406.com. MPSN, Missoula's home for Missoula's prep sports heroes.
Well, there will be ballpark food here tonight. Some of us were wondering back a couple of weeks ago when they were proposing games with no fans. Well, okay, no fans would then mean no concessions, and for some of us that would be a major change. No PA, so Jeff Wald would be home quiet. Well, he'd be home. He would not be quiet. Here's the pitch, and a strike is called to Dane Frazier, the third baseman, a double to right center, and scored in the first inning. Inside for a ball from Ethan Kientz. Well, no bullpen action, so maybe Kientz will get the third inning, and maybe that'll be the change. The pitch. A bouncer up the middle and a base hit. So Frazier with his second hit of the night, second hit of the season. A roller up the middle, and here is Stensrud.
Now batting the first baseman, number 5, Drew Stensrud.
Hit by a pitch his last time, and he scored the third of the 3 Missoula runs. We're in the top of the third, and a bouncing ball could be 2. Tenney steps on the bag and throws him out. Oh, the double play ball. Saving Kientz some pitches and some tension. Here is Bridger Johnson, a single. Drove in a run in the first inning. Low and away for a ball. Ball 1. Welcome to the modern era. Kientz having to take off his hat and rearrange his hair. It is a little longer than some of us can grow it. The pitch. Curve, a strike. Ball 1 and strike 1. Starting to get some little shadows in right field in back of Caden Sell. The 1-1. Swung on and missed. He's behind the fastball. Ball 1 and strike 2. 3 runs and 3 hits now for the Mavericks. Senators zeros across the board. 1-2. Swing and a pop-up to the aforementioned Caden Sell. He's struggling a bit and he cannot come up with it. It falls in, and it'll be an error, a 2-base error, and Johnson parks at second base. Well, you could just see that he was struggling. We can't see the sky that he was looking at. Unfortunately, got little things like walls in the press box, but looks like kind of bluish gray. Whether he lost it in the sun or what happened. But here's Connor Jordan either way, going to try to live up to his position as DH. Swing and a miss. And it's 0-1. He walked in the first inning. 3-0 Mavericks here. Kientz taking a long look on the signs from Craigle. Low. Runner faking a break, drawing some attention from Craigle, but no movement. Ball 1 and strike 1. It's mostly cloudy to the west, but the sun has a hole right now. There's a strike called. 1-2. We had a little bit of a sprinkle early on. but have had no threats in quite a while. Kynes trying to hold the runner at second with 2 down. Bounces in, and Kriegel saves that one. Takes a look into the dugout to get some advice. Ball 2 and strike 2 and 2 down to number 22. So deuce is wild. And we go to 3 and 2. So Kriegel putting down more signs for Kynes. The pitch. Swing and a roller up the middle. Tenney dives but deflects it into center field. Can't get to it. And the run will score. Good college try for Tenney. And I think this is going to be it, as John Burnett heading out. And I would think he's got to be getting close to 50. Yep. Gives him the ball, and well, they're going to have to bring somebody in from a position because there's nobody throwing down in the bullpen. So it looks like Peyton Witham will get the call. So a change on the mound here for the Senators, a planned change on pitch count. It is now 4-0 Mavericks, and we'll have more after this on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
Hey, are you gonna try out that new gym? I hear it's really cheap.
Not a chance. They don't have group exercise classes with awesome instructors like we get at Fuel. And the owners are in New York City. What?
New York City? Mm-hmm. The New York way is not the Montana way, so no way.
Fuel Fitness and Nutrition, your Montana born and bred fitness chain. And unlike the others, we never close.
The catcher, number 4, Andrew Clausen.
So Peyton Witham has come on for the Senators, again, mostly driven by pitch count, as we're early in the game and early in the season. And here is Clausen with the runner at first, and it bounces in, and Kriegel has to work on that one. And it is ball 1. So 1-0, well, it was in the dirt. It could have been worse. Here's the pitch. Up high for a ball. And it is 2-0. Some of you will remember Ryan Duran, the fireballer for a number of teams, particularly the Yankees, we should say. Had what we called Coke bottle glasses back then. Big, thick glasses, low and away. And they would bring him in, and you never really knew if he could see you or not. Standing in at home plate. The pitch is low for a ball 4. So they would bring him in, the Yankees. This is old Casey Stengel, the professor, and they'd bring him in and kind of, there's the plate down there. And you never really knew if he could see you or not. And he's throwing in the 90s. Here is Peyton Stevens. A swing and a miss. And it's 0-1. And invariably, the first warm-up pitch would go to the screen and onto the backstop. Here's the pitch. Swing and a drive to short center. Tenney and Kynes converging. Kynes going to center field in the pitching change. And the Senators survive as the Mavericks leave 2 on. We go to the bottom of the third. Again, we're playing 9 innings tonight, so if you're watching at home, come on out. Or watching on your phone, bring your phone out here. Come on out. We go to the bottom of the third. It is Missoula 4 and Helena no score on the Missoula Prep Sports Network. Hunter Lindgren did a lot of time at third base last year, and, you know, momentary holdup. Chris Romero, the plate umpire, is, I think we've got a photographer standing on the field down there at the far end of the dugout, and they're going to make her at least stand on the board by the dugout. Swing and a foul ball out of play. Probably a lot of, well, I know there are a lot of rules that the health department has enforced. I found out earlier tonight that I couldn't go into the concession stand. Here's the pitch. It's up high for Lindgren. You can only have so many people in the concession stand, and I don't count. Now, for some of us, that is a big deal. Swing and a miss by Lindgren. Ball 1 and strike 2. 4 runs, 4 hits for the Mavericks. Senators still looking for their first hit and their second base runner. The pitch. Swing and a miss. Angus strikes him out. 4th strikeout now. And now Greg Struble, the base umpire, is going over to the Senators dugout, and I think, yep, he's gonna, no. The question is, maybe, can she even be in the dugout? As I said, the Senators submitted a very specific health plan to get permission to play from Lewis and Clark County officials. Here's Peyton Witham, his first at bat, replaced Matt Burton in the lineup when the pitching changed and Kynes moved to center field. So Witham will stand in, right-handed batter, and well, they're still working on something down in the dugout. There's pictures being taken, and now Chris Romero is heading over, and I think they're going to, I think they're going to say that she has to leave the enclosure completely. Well, with everybody having a digital camera these days, there are a lot more pictures taken. Possibly just as well. I don't believe there are any pictures of me playing baseball, and that's probably just as well. So Witham stands in, and a bouncing ball. Flagged with a dive by Stensrud, and he can't get it. deflects off his glove. It's into right field for a base hit. So the first hit of the night for the Senators here in the bottom of the third. Boy, Stensrud almost got there. So here is Ethan Kynes, who is now the center fielder. Until Witham just got on, he's been the only Senator base runner. Swing and a miss. He was hit by a pitch in the first inning and stranded. So 7 in a row retired by Hengis. 4-0 Mavericks. Curve hangs high. So Aces Wild on the scoreboard above the line. Number 1-1 at bat. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. Step off and a easy move to first and the runner back. That's Hengis's high, I know you're there move. Not really all that serious. Here's the pitch. Swing and a bouncer foul, and that will bounce around just on the far side of the dugout and be chased down. Ball 1 and strike 2. Well, normally you'd start a Legion game with maybe a dozen baseballs. Here's the pitch. Bounces in, comes all the way to the screen. Clausen didn't really have a chance at that at all. A very wild pitch. And the Senators have their first runner at second base here in the bottom of the third. As I said, the Senators and in the Missoula tournament, which will be in Bozeman over the weekend, the stretch and the set. Here's the pitch. Swing and a bouncer back to the mound. Look to third, throw high to first, but in time. Kynes advancing the runner. Witham to third on a 1-3.
Now batting, the second baseman, number 2, Matt Krieger.
So here's Matt Krieger, a swinging strikeout his first time. So the Senators with their first runner at third base here in the bottom of the third. Swing and a roller up the middle and flagged by Bay, and he throws him out to retire the side. Senators get some runners and get a runner to third, but no runs, 1 hit, no errors, and that runner left at third base. We played through 3 here at Kendrick Legion Field, one of the few places in playing baseball. Here in phase 1 still of the COVID restrictions. Our score, Missoula 4, and the Senators no score on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
The Round Carlino Investment Planning Group of D.A. Davison & Company is a proud supporter of Loyola Sacred Heart Athletics. D.A. Davison & Company is your hometown investment team. As certified financial planners, Ray Round and Sidney Carlino create smart strategy of wealth planning and investment management. Take advantage of the largest full-service investment firm in the Northwest and Ray and Sidney's experience. Call 543-8244 today. D.A. Davison & Company, member SIPC, the strength of advice.
Did your computer go down? Don't worry, Mike's Print and Copy has computer rentals available until you can get your computer replaced. In addition to computer rentals, Mike's has self-serve copiers so you can take care of your printing needs at your time. Do you have large-scale printing that needs to be done? From high-tech blueprints to large quantities, Mike's Print and Copy is your print store. Stop in and say hi to Mike at their new location at 1605 South Avenue West in Missoula. Mike's Print and Copy, proud sponsors of the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
And we're back here at Kendrick Legion Field where the sun is out. We'll get some Wrigley shadows in a little while. We had some sprinkles early on, but they have run away, at least for the moment, although it does look somewhat interesting over Mount Helena. So here is Dayton Bay. 0 for 1 for Dayton on the evening. It'll be 9-1-2. Bay, Markovich, and Kurgan against Peyton Witham. As Ethan Kynes running into a pitch limit, going 2 2/3. and giving up the 4 runs and the 4 hits. So with him, the right-hander comes home. Check swing, little squibber back to the mound, and he will throw him out. So Stevens fooled a check swing, hit him in the bat. 1 down. I said Stevens, that was Dayton Bay. Here is Markovich.
The shortstop, number 9, Aiden Markovich.
Markovich, a walk and a foul pop to Lindgren at third. He has scored 1 of the 4 now. Missoula runs. The pitch is a strike called, and it's 0-1. So no balls and a strike, left-handed batter. The windup and the pitch. Inside for a ball. Well, let's dive into the today in history for a May 21st. Got some names you will know and some names you won't know. Peyton Witham, a name you do know, comes home with a fastball swung on and missed. Ball 1 and strike 2. 1907 on this date, they had a problem with the umpires in Brooklyn. Who would have thunk it? Swinging a little inside out handle pop up and standing just about on the bag is Lindgren. 2 down. Second day in a row in Brooklyn on this date, or in New York we should say. It took the loss, took the Giants. I don't believe they were the Giants at that point. I think they were the Gothams still. They had to get a police escort to escort the umpire. One umpire in that era, Hank O'Day, off the field. Bouncing ball, base hit to left field off the bat of Kurgan. 1 hopper through the left side. And here is Dane Frazier. Right-handed batter, and 2 down, and the runner at first. 4-0 Mavericks. Well, they're practicing social distancing downstairs. Everybody trying to be separate. Up and away. But Craig getting him on the caught stealing. So we'll go to the bottom of the 4th. After a kind of 3 up and 3 down. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, nobody left with a caught stealing. We go to the bottom of the 4th. It is Missoula 4 and Helena no score on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
The Missoula Prep Sports Network is Missoula's home for high school sports, and we need your help. MPSN is looking for local businesses to help us cover our local high school athletes by advertising their business on the Missoula Prep Sports Network. If you know of a business that would be interested in helping the Missoula Prep Sports Network in our coverage of high school sports in the Missoula area, drop us a line by using the Contact Us link at mpsn406.com. MPSN, Missoula's home for Missoula's prep sports heroes.
Plonk. It's a unique bar and restaurant in Bozeman. It was a big financial decision to find the right bank for our growing business. We decided on Opportunity Bank of Montana. They have great mobile banking, which is good because we're always on the go. I already had a home mortgage with them with great interest rates. We met with Bert, our new banker, our friend, and now we have a second restaurant in Missoula. It was a great opportunity.
So a change on the mound for the Mavericks as Chase Nielsen will stand in, and he will be working against Dane Frazier. Pitch is inside for a ball. Ball one. So Stensrud moves from first to third. Hengis, the former pitcher, moves to first base. And the count to Nielsen is 2-0, and as we said, Frazier is now pitching. A ball down and away. Frazier coming in from third base, so we lose the DH. The pitch. Swing and a miss. Ball three and strike one to Nielsen. It will be Nielsen, Miller, and Kriegel against Frazier. Bounces in, ball four. So Nielsen with a walk, a bit of a sour note for Frazier's concert here. He gets three very strong innings. Two base runners, one on a hit by a batter, hit pitch, and one hit. So here is Cy Miller, left-hander, takes a look down at John Burnett, the masked bandit down at third base. Both the helmet and the coach is wearing masks. Inside, it plunks him. So Miller's hit by the pitch, and Frazier's concert is getting more discordant by the second. So two on. And nobody out, the best start for the Senators. And here's Caden Kriegel. And some coverage signs going down from Andrew Clausen. Kriegel, the catcher, choking up a little bit. He will not square. He'll take a strike. And it's 0-1. Well, it's early in the year. At another point in the year, there might be more of a chance of a sacrifice, but you want people to get at bats against pitching, and don't take the bat out of your hands with a sacrifice. The pitch. Swing and a comebacker back to the mound. Down to short, throw it into center field. It gets past Markovich, and the run will score. An error, and the Senators get on the board. So here is Caden Sell, the right fielder. So So first and second, still nobody out, and a run in for the Senators now. And Frazier struggling a bit. Inside for a ball, ball one. And Clausen going to go out and have a chat. And as Clausen's having a chat, Sell going to go down and have a chat. Well, it's a good thing we don't have some of the Major League Baseball rules, like limiting the number of catcher-pitcher visits and things like that. This game's hard enough to play when the catcher and the pitcher can talk when they want, much less when you're, 6 trips or 6 visits. Osell, left-handed batter. The pitch is low for a ball, ball one. I'm not sure that cutting down on the visits really cuts down on the length of the games. So 4-1, the light's coming on. The pitch. Swing and a roller to the third baseman. Down to second for one. To first. Got him at first base. A nice scoop by Hengis at first. And around the horn they go. 2 down.
Now at the plate, the shortstop, number 10, Tyler Tenney.
Miller pulling in at third base on the double play. So here is Tyler Tenney. As we said, played his way into the shortstop spot last year. And once he got there, there's a strike called. They could not get him out. An Olympian traded on this date in 1919, and a name you remember. There's a strike called. 0-2. Jim Thorpe. The King of Norway once called him the greatest athlete in the world. Don't know how he was as a basketball player, but he was a very good football player. Switch is low for a ball, and not so good as a baseball player. A .252 lifetime average, 6 years in the major leagues for Jim Thorpe. Here's the 1-2. Strike 3 called. Outside corner, retires aside. Tell you more about Jim Thorpe in a little while. Senators get on the board in the 4th inning. 1 run, no hits, an error, and 1 man left at third base. We played through 4. It is Missoula 4, and the Senators 1 here on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
Hey, are you gonna try out that new gym? I hear it's really cheap. Not a chance. They don't have group exercise classes with awesome instructors like we get at Fuel. And the owners are in New York City. What?
New York City! Mm-hmm. The New York way is not the Montana way, so no way.
Fuel Fitness and Nutrition, your Montana born and bred fitness chain. And unlike the others, we never close.
Warning! Warning! This is not a drill. Fast-Trip Conoco and Magic Touch Car Wash are at it again. They've taken what was already the best wash in town, the best value in town, and made it even better. Now, whenever you gas up your rig at Fast-Trip Conoco, you can clean it up for half price. Yeah, you heard that right. When you fuel up your car at Fast-Trip Conoco, you can get any wash at Magic Touch Car Wash for half price.
Warning! Warning! This is not a drill.
It's the Gas It Up, Clean It Up special at Fast-Trip Conoco and Magic Touch Car Wash on reserve across from Larchmont.
Half price wash. Only valid when purchased at the pump or in Fast-Trip Conoco.
And we're back here at Kendrick Legion. Dane Frazier will lead it off. He was at bat when Charlie Kurgan was caught stealing. Peyton with him, beginning his 3rd inning. He got the last out of the 3rd inning, then the 4th. Frazier's now the pitcher and a right-handed batter. A double to right center and a single to center. So Witham is ready. Here's the pitch. Swing and a first pitch pop to short center. Krieger will yield to Kientz, and he will make the catch for the out. 1 down.
No third baseman, number 5, Bruce Senju.
Jim Thorpe, of course, the famous Olympian, had all kinds of medals in 1912 for the U.S. in track. Suppose I should say track and field. Pitch, a swing and a miss by Stensrud, who has been hit by a pitch and bounced into a 6U3 double play. So 4-1 Mavericks here, and up high for a ball. We're going 9 innings tonight, so everybody wants to get at bats. Everybody wants to get their pitchers some time. So the game may be a little more leisurely at 9 innings. Pitches up for a ball. Ball 2 and strike 1. Well, Jim Thorpe carved out a pretty good career in the National Football League after his baseball was over. Here's the pitch. A strike is called. Ball 2 and strike 2, and yeah, you do hear some plane traffic going over. No wind at all here at Kendrick Legion. That's a little unusual. Pops him up. First baseman Nielsen will call for it and corral it. 2 down. They took a whole bunch of medals away from Jim Thorpe ultimately because he had played minor league baseball before the 1912 Olympics. Here's Bridger Johnson. The pitch. Swing and a miss, and it's 0-1. They ended up restoring those medals, but it was maybe 50, 60 years after he died, so he couldn't celebrate too much. His family was happy, though. Pitch is outside for a ball. Jim Thorpe was traded for Pat Reagan. Reagan pitched in 7 games for the Giants, and Thorpe played 60 games for Boston. And as we said, a .252 career batting average. Well, that kind of fits. The windup and the pitch. Swing and a pop-up. Center fielder Kientz is struggling a bit. Goes back and left and now in and around, but he corrals it for the out to retire the side. And for the first time tonight, the Mavericks go up and down in order. We go to the bottom of the 5th. Here at Kendrick Legion Field, our score, Missoula 4 and Helena 1 on the Missoula Prep Sports Network. It's a sign of the times, although it is sound, from PA announcer Jeff Wall talking about practicing safe social distancing here at the ballpark. They're trying to get groups to either be 3 seats or 2 rows from each other. There's hand sanitizer all over the ballpark.
Number 17,
Hunter Lindgren will lead it off. We got some clouds coming in again. Swing and a miss, and it's 0-1. Wind out of the south, where it does not look particularly threatening. Lindgren, a swinging strikeout. That was against Hengis, and Frazier comes home and misses. Down and away, ball one, and strike one. Here's the pitch. Low for a ball. Navin Field, Detroit, 1925. The Tigers and the Senators, 9 double plays between the two of them. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. Well, it was still the beginning of the live ball era, and gloves were getting a little bigger. Navin Field became Tiger Stadium later on, of course. The pitch. Swing and a foul ball out of play. And anybody who had been there, and I was fortunate enough to be there a number of times, the right field second deck overhung the field. So you could hit a fly ball that would hit the second deck with an outfielder camped underneath it waiting to make a catch. Ball 3 and strike 2. Had a little bit of sprinkles a while ago, a little bit ago, and a little bit of sun ago. A swing and a miss. He struck him out. Okay, Chris has got a weather map. What are we seeing here? Well, there's something out to the due west and southwest. Lindgren striking out for the second time. The second strikeout. Here's Peyton Witham. He has the only Senator hit. The pitch is low for a ball. Ball 1. So something out to the west of us a little bit. Well, it kind of looks a little dark due west. The pitch. Up high for a ball. Wind's out of the south, though, so we shall see. Ethan Kintz on deck. Here's the pitch. Up high for a ball. And it is 3-0. I'm Jay Scott. Chris Stratton taking care of all the computer stuff. There's a strike called. It is Chris who has put together a network of broadcasts here. There's a strike outside corner at the knees. Ball 3 and strike 2. And you'll be able to see everybody in Double-A whenever they're at home. We will have the Senators games here. Inside, ball 4. And we'll have the Senators on the road in Bozeman for the Missoula tournament over the weekend. The Bozeman crew, or no, Chris, you'll be doing those, won't you? He'll be doing the tournament games. You doing all the games? All the games in the Missoula tournament in Bozeman. Right here. The pitch. Swing and a miss. If you go on the website, you will find each team has a spot where you can track the games down. Here's the pitch. Bounces in, smothered by Clausen. So with him at first, Kintz, who was hit by a pitch, and a comebacker. Up high for a ball. Ball 2 and strike 1. The pitch. Inside, 3-0. Babe Ruth was busy on this date, 1930, 3 homers. First, third, and eighth innings, the Yankees losing, however, 15-7 to the then Philadelphia A's at Shibe Park. That was in Philadelphia. Low for a ball, ball 4. So 2 consecutive walks. Third walk of the evening, and taking a little walk is Matt Krieger down to have a a properly social distancing chat with John Burnett. So first and second, and one out. Here's the pitch. A strike, and it's 0-1. The umpires exchanging their infield fly reminders to each other. Craig Struble and Chris Romero. It's a tap on the hat, not a military salute exactly, but you tap the visor. At least that's the signal we use here in Montana. The pitch. Curve hangs high. I have been enough places I could give 6 different infield fly reminder signals. Grab your hips, grab your belt buckle, tap your chest. Doesn't really matter what you do, just so you're reminded of it. The pitch. Low for a ball. Lights have been on for a while, but it is getting a little darker. The stretch and the set by the right-hander, and Frazier comes home. Swing and a foul at the plate. Ball 2 and strike 2. Babe Ruth was 35 in 1930. When he hit 3 homers on this date. Don't know if his legs were all that strong at that point, and eventually it was his legs that gave out on him. The pitch. Swinging a foul into the net back here. It was the first time that he'd hit 3 homers in a regular season game, 1930. He did it in a couple of World Series games, but the first time in a regular season game. Here's the pitch. Up high. Just checking the bullpen. No action. I think later in the year, when we get into conference, I think there would be a little more look into the bullpen than we're going to have tonight. Here's the pitch. Low, and the bases are loaded on 3 straight walks. And speaking of walks, we're going to have a visit. And we've got a point. And it looks like Stenrud's going to come in to pitch. Yep. So Stensrud and Frazier going to change positions. Frazier will go back to third. And Stensrud, who started at first base and moved to third a while ago, he will be on the mound. So Frazier, well, these are kind of tune-up games. He gave up a walk in the 4th and 3 walks here in the 5th. Gave up the 1 Senator run, a walk to Nielsen, and he scored. So he gets 1 out here in the 5th, so it goes 1 1/3 inning. And no hits. The Senators have 1 hit, and that's with him. And gives up the 1 run. And it's probably unearned because of an error by Frazier. He threw a double play ball into center field. And we've got a little bit of a sprinkle now. The old Dr. Seuss cartoon that you can see on the internet. It's the Cat in the Hat, and he is saying, will it rain, will it snow? I live in Montana, I do not know. So here is Chase Nielsen. A walk and a strikeout and a strike call. And it's 0-1. So Not quite, as we said, not quite an exhibition game, but the pitch. Low for a ball. But everybody on pitch counts, and coach is going to try to look at people in game situations before it gets really serious. Inside for a ball. Chase did not chase it. Ball 2 and strike 1. Oh, 2-1. Here's the pitch. Up high for a ball. And it is 3-1. So 3-1 as Stensrud struggling a bit. The pitch. And ball 4. Bases loaded walk. And that drives in with him with the second Senator run.
Number 15, Cy Miller.
Well, the bases remain loaded for Cy Miller, left-handed batter. And the rain a little harder. We're in the bottom of the 5th, so we're getting close to being an official game. The windup by the right-hander and the pitch. Bounces in, hits a pad, gets away from Clausen, and the run will score. Wild pitch. And it is 4-3, a one-run game. So Miller watching one score. One out. Tying run at third now. The stretch and the set. Swing and a miss. Blew the fastball by him. Ball 2 and strike 1. So 2-1. Stretch and the pitch. Up and in for a ball. And it is 3-1. A ball 3 and strike 1. Stensrud is ready, but it comes high. And the walk reloads the bases. His second walk. The 5th walk of the game off of Maverick pitchers. So here is Kriegel, the catcher, with the bases loaded. And one out in what is now, as we said, a one-run game at 4-3 Mavericks. Up high for a ball, ball 1. 1-0. Everybody up on the railings in both dugouts as they usually are. There's a strike called. Ball 1 and strike 1. So 1-1 with one out. Here in a 2-run, bottom of the 5th, the pitch. Swing and a little flare, foul down the first base line. And the other masked bandit, Anthony Hogan, will chase it down. He and Coach Burnett both wearing masks. As everybody practicing social distancing and things like that. The pitch. Swing and a foul at the plate. No, strikeout, says Chris Romero. He signaled foul ball and now has changed it to a strikeout. So the strikeout by Kriegel. Here is Caden Snell. 2 down. First strikeout by Stensrud. The pitch. A strike, and it's 0-1. A little more rain. It's not enough to impact on anything. The wind is coming up now out of the west. The pitch. Outside for a ball. It was out of the south earlier on. Something is definitely coming in. Although we look to the west and it's clearing. Swing and a bouncing ball up the middle. Second baseman will throw him out. That is Dayton Bay for the out to retire the side. But the Senators close it down a little bit. 2 runs on no hits. 6 walks in the inning. No errors. And 3 men left. So we played through 5. We have an official game now in the rain here at Kendrick Legion Field. It is Missoula 4 and Helena 3 on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
Did your computer go down? Don't worry. Mike's Print and Copy has computer rentals available until you can get your computer replaced. In addition to computer rentals, Mike's has self-serve copiers so you can take care of your printing needs at your time. Do you have large-scale printing that needs to be done? From high-tech blueprints to large quantities, Mike's Print and Copy is your print store. Stop in and say hi to Mike at their new location at 1605 South Avenue West in Missoula. Mike's Print and Copy, proud sponsors of the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
Hockey Wolf and Lacrosse Wolf is Missoula's one-stop shop for all your hockey and lacrosse needs.
Check this out.
It may be warm outside, but you can still take care of your hockey fix in their 1/3 sized indoor rink.
Really? Wow, crazy.
Stop in to 1010 North Avenue West and see what they have in store for your hockey needs. Hockey Wolf and Lacrosse Wolf is a proud sponsor of high school sports on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
We're back and we've got some changes for the Senators. And we'll get to them in an instant. The pitch is a strike called, and it's 0-1 as we go to the top of the 6th, and Connor Jordan. Peyton Witham winds and works, and low for a ball. Ball 1 and strike 1. Witham got the last out of the 3rd inning and has thrown the 4th and the 5th. So this will probably be his last. Here's the pitch. Swing and a foul at the plate. Ball 1 and strike 2. A 1-2. Witham looking down to Kregel and floats it high. Ball 1 and strike 2. Well, we have been playing now an hour and 28 minutes. The pitch is up high for a ball. On this date, 1943 at Comiskey Park, the White Sox beat the Senators 1-0 in an hour and 29 minutes. So if this were in Chicago at that date, we'd be done and we'd be on the L heading home. An hour and 29 minutes. That's the fastest 9-inning game ever played in the American League. And this one's going to extend out a little longer because we're going to have a pitching change. So Witham has gotten to his pitch count, and it looks like Hunter Lindgren is going to get the call. Come in from third base. So it leads to the question, and it's even the right answer. Who's on third? I don't know. Third base. And it looks like Witham is going to go to third.
Now pitching, number 17, Hunter Lindgren. Behind the plate, number 1, Tristan Mooney. In right field, number 19, Victor Scott.
So Scott has come on for Sell in right field. Mooney has come on for Kregel behind the plate. Lindgren moves in from third to pitch. So we are left with Witham at third base then. So Witham checks down to third. as John Burnett running the subs in, including Hunter Lindgren, the right-hander. Well, that rain is getting to be a lot heavier. And a change for Missoula. As Lindgren takes a look and comes home. And low for a ball. Ball one. This is Caden Jordan for the Mavericks. Right-handed batter. And this ball is called. So Jordan hitting for Clausen, the catcher. Here's the pitch. Swing and a drive to center, a base hit. So runners at first and second now for the Mavericks.
The center fielder, number 8, Peyton Stevens.
And here is Peyton Stevens. Yeah, as we said before, later in the year in a conference game, you might anticipate a sacrifice bunt, but probably not this early. First game of the year, everybody wants to get a look at everybody. The pitch shows how much I know. He bunts, fielded by the catcher, throws it away. Mooney's throw into left field. Here's the runner coming home, and he'll score. It'll be a sacrifice for Stevens and a throwing error. As Mooney had the runner at third pretty much dead to rights, but threw it high. The runners at first and second, still nobody out. It is now 5-3 Mavericks, and outside for a ball one. Here is Sky Palmer. Sky with an E. So not spelling it like Sky King, the radio and TV show from years ago. And a little bit of totally unrelated baseball trivia. The actor who played Sky King was from Helena, Kirby Grant. The bunt up the first baseline, fielded and throws him out. So Palmer with the sacrifice. Moves runners down to second and third.
Shortstop, number 9, Aiden Markovich.
Top of the order, and Aiden Markovich, left-handed batting shortstop. So 5-3 Mavericks, knocking on the door for more with one out now. And he pops it up. So 2 down now.
Now to take the right fielder, number 2, Charlie Kurgan.
So here's Charlie Kurgan, the right fielder. Still 2 on, but now 2 out. 6 hits for the Mavericks, 1 for the Senators, and Hunter Lindgren backs off, now back up. The pitch. A ball down and away, ball 1. The rain may have eased off a little bit. We have not had any thunder, fortunately. It's been all rain. So Lindgren trying to hold the damage down to 1. Swing, and he pops it up. Short right. Krieger drifts back and makes the catch for the out to retire the side. So for the Mavericks in the 6th, 1 run on 1 hit, 1 error that let the run score, and 2 men left. We go to the bottom of the 6th. It is Missoula 5 and Helena 3 on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
Stitches of Missoula is your resource for embroidery and screen printing. Give Stitches a call today at 406-529-2632 to speak with their super friendly staff and have them take care of your embroidery needs. From business logos to team jerseys, Stitches Embroidery can help you and your team look good. Check them out online at stitchesmontana.com to see their full line of silkscreen and embroidery options. Stitches is a proud sponsor of Prep Sports on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
Hey, are you gonna try that new gym? I hear it's really cheap.
No way. They don't care what we eat. They serve pizza and bagels, and the owners are in New York City.
What? New York City? That really tans my hide.
Fuel Fitness and Nutrition, your Montana born and bred fitness chain. And unlike the others, we never close.
Now, as is typical in the early season, we're asking who's everywhere. For the Mavericks, Sky Palmer, who pinch hit for Bay, stays on at second base. Jordan, who hit for Clausen, stays in the number 7 spot, but he moves to right field, and the right fielder Kurgan comes back of the plate. Meanwhile, back at the ranch, we go to the bottom of the 6th, swinging a foul ball off the bat of Tyler Tenney, who has struck out twice. Well, the rain has eased off. We might just get some sun for the last little while off to the west. The clouds are breaking up. Senators will be in Bozeman for the Missoula tournament, swinging a foul ball out of play. Only in the COVID-19 world that we're occupying would you hear that. The Bozeman Bucks hosting the Missoula tournament because they can play in Bozeman. And here's a bouncing ball. Stensrud at third, running throw, does not get him. Tenney, who's got good wheels, beats it out. A Double-A tournament is in Bozeman. The Independents will be here with a tournament over the weekend. Here is Hunter Lindgren, who has also struck out twice. So 5-3 Mavericks here in the bottom of the 6th. They're going 9 innings tonight. Low, and it gets away. And back to the screen, getting away from Kurgan. So the wild pitch moves the runner to second base. First wild pitch. The pitch. Up high for a ball. Ball 2 and no strikes. So 2-0. Stensrud stretches and sets and comes home and comes high. Kind of thumps the pitching hand into the glove. And it is 3-0. The stretch and the set by the right-hander. Bounces in again. It gets away from the catcher. It is ball 4. So we'll have runners at first and third on the second wild pitch and the first walk of the inning. And some baseballs coming out to Chris Romero. to dry them off. Maybe hand sanitizer, I don't know. Here is Witham, the pitcher. I wonder what the effect is of putting hand sanitizer on a baseball. Here's the pitch. Swing and a drive to right field. Jordan goes back, now comes in. It falls in front of him for a base hit, and now it gets past him momentarily, and the run will score. We'll have a runner at third and runners at first. So Witham with the single to right, as Jordan, I think, ran into some sky difficulties over there. Tenney scores. Lindgren going to third on what will have to be an error to the right fielder, once it got past him. And here's Ethan Kientz, who is the starting pitcher and is now in center field. Well, a spitball sinks. Anything you put on the baseball, if it's still there when you throw it, there's a strike called, it's going to create a sinker ball. That was one of the reasons that they changed baseball coloring in 1920. The pitch is fouled back. They started putting more white baseballs into play in 1920 for a number of reasons, and one of them was that in the old days you would try to play a baseball game with one or two balls, and guess what? They got dirty. Here's the pitch. Swing and a little squibber to third. Here's the throw to the plate. It is high. The run scores. Ball bounces off the backstop. It'll be a fielder's choice for Kientz. And on the error, Lindgren scores. Witham to third.
Lindgren scores on the error.
And Kientz down to second. Actually, we've got another run coming in on the error. Witham has scored as well.
No, he didn't.
As John Burnett's coming down to give some changes to Chris Romero, I think we're going to have, no? Yep, we will have some changes. Eamon Burke will head out. There's the runner at second base. Burke will run at second base.
Number 14, Eamon Burke to run at second base. Now batting.
So it is 5-5.
Matt Krieger.
Kientz is at second. And here is Krieger. And down and away for a ball. Ball one. So 1-0. So a two-run bottom of the fifth, or bottom of the sixth rather, and we are tied at 5. Stensrud trying to work out of a jam, getting some jam experience, if you will. A foul ball to the screen right side. Thwack around down there, and they'll have to. John Burnett going to go track that down. Thwacks off the jut out. 2-1. Second and third, nobody out and 2 runs in. It's 5-5. Here's the pitch. Curve, a strike. Big 12-6 bender. Kind of floated up there. Ball 2 and strike 2 to number 2 with 2 on. And nobody out, so we ran out of 2s. Here's the pitch. Swing and a roller right side. Second baseman flags, throws to the pitcher covering, gets him at first base. Good defensive work by Stensrud covering first. It is 4-1 on Krieger, but he drives the run home. as it is now 6-5. Here is Chase Nielsen. As Burke has scored, he was the pinch runner. The stretch and the set by the right-hander. He will throw to third and safe, and he almost threw it away. Third baseman third baseman Frazier was not on the bag. He had to come over to get that throw. Not so sure if he was expecting it. The pitch is outside for a ball. And he had to make a good save on that to keep it from heading for the tarp and letting another run in. So 6-5 Senators, low for a ball. A 4-run. Try again, a 3-run, bottom of the 6th. The stretch and the set. Up high for a ball. And it is 3-0. Stensrud getting his sign. The pitch is a strike called. We have some bullpen action for the Mavericks. A right-hander. Chris Dill is throwing down there. There's a strike called. Ball 3 and strike 2. So 3-2 to Nielsen, with the runner at third and 1 out. Here's the pitch. Curve misses inside, ball 4. That big bender, and it didn't break enough. Nielsen has now walked 3 times tonight. So runners at first and third. And here is Cy Miller. Left-handed batter. Walked, hit by a pitch, and a grounder to second. And speaking of walks, a slow walk to the mound now for Coach Hathaway. Now, it's just coincidental, but if you listen to Jeff Wald's music, which is recorded, and you watch the walk Major League Baseball, they've changed the rules. You're going to face 3 pitchers or 3 batters. So, Caden Kragel's on deck. So Miller will stand in, runners at first and third, and 1 out. The stretch and the pitch. A ball is high, ball 1. Temperature's going down. It is 52 right now. The stretch and the set by the left-hander. Here's the pitch. A ball, and it is 2-0. Miller, a walk, a hit by a pitch, and a grounder to second. O'Dill checks and comes home. Swing and a little flare to center field. That's going to be in for a base hit. The run will score. There'll be runners at first and second. Oh, Miller dumping a little, single into center field. Picks up the run batted in. Nielsen scoots down to second. And with runners at first and second, and now a 4-run 6th inning. Down and away for a ball, ball 1. Go 1-0. The stretch, the pitch. Swing and a drive up the left field line. It is in for a base hit. Cut off out there by Johnson. Here's the throw to the plate. He is safe. The ball's dropped. Throw would have had him, but Kurgan could not quite control it. It is a single to left as Nielsen scores. Here is Victor Scott, no relation. He can play this game. And he's the 9th man to bat here in the 6th inning. It is now a 5-run bottom of the 6th and a 3-run Senator lead. The pitch is low for a ball, ball 1. So first and third as Miller goes to third on the throw home. The stretch and the pitch. Up high for a ball, and it is 2-0. With 2 balls and no strikes. 6 hits for the Mavericks, 5 now for the Senators. The pitch. Up high, 3-0. 3 balls and no strikes. Mavericks have been done in by walks tonight. The pitch. There's a strike called. Ball 3 and strike 1. 4 walks off of Frazier, 4 walks off of Stensrud. Here's the pitch. Outside, there's another walk, and the bases will be loaded. The first walk off of Dill. And here's Tyler Tenney, who started all this off with a squibber down to third that he beat out. So a 5-run, bottom of the 6th. The stretch, the set, the pitch. Swing and a drive up the right field line. Jordan on his bicycle makes the catch just fair. The runner at third tags. The throw to the plate is cut off. Sacrifice fly for Tenney.
Sacrifice fly for Tenney.
And the run batted in. On the play, Kragel scoots over to third.
Number 17,
Runners at first and third, and Lindgren, who walked earlier in the inning. He has struck out twice other than that. So first and third, and 2 downs. 2 down, it is 9-5. A strike is called, and it's 0-1. Nine runs, 5 hits for the Senators. 5 runs, 6 hits for the Mavericks. Each team with 2 errors. Here's the pitch. Swinging a shot up the middle. Might have been deflected by the pitcher. Shortstop picks it up but has no play. Frazier tracked it down back of second but couldn't do anything with it. It'll be an infield hit. Not sure if that hit Dill or not. As the bouncer up the middle. And here is Peyton Whitman. So it is now 10-4. Pitch is let's try 10-5. The stretch and the set by Dill. The pitch. There's a strike outside corner, a little above the belt. Ball 1 and strike 1. The 1-1. The pitch, swing and a miss. Ball 1 and strike 2. 2 on, 2 out, both on sacrifice flies. The pitch bounces in, and Kurgan cannot control it. He controlled the first hop, but then couldn't control the rebound. And it'll be a wild pitch. Moving Scott to third, Lindgren to second. So 2-2 and 2 down, a 7-run sixth. Swing and a roller right side. Palmer is there, and he throws him out to finally end it. So a long 6th inning for the Senators as they put up 7. We'll go to the top of the 7th here at Kendrick Legion Field. We're scheduled to go 9 innings tonight. Well, we'll go to the 7th inning. It is Helena 10 and Missoula 5 on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
The Missoula Prep Sports Network is Missoula's home for high school sports, and we need your help. MPSN is looking for local businesses to help us cover our local high school athletes by advertising their business on the Missoula Prep Sports Network. If you know of a business that would be interested in helping the Missoula Prep Sports Network in our coverage of high school sports in the Missoula area, drop us a line by using the Contact Us link at mpsn406.com. MPSN, Missoula's home for Missoula's Prep Sports heroes.
Warning! Warning! This is not a drill.
Bastrop, Conoco, and Magic Touch Car Wash are at it again. They've taken what was already the best wash in town, the best value in town, and made it even better. Now, whenever you gas up your rig at Fast Trip Conoco, you can clean it up for half price. Yeah, you heard that right. When you fuel up your car at Fast Trip Conoco, you can get any wash at Magic Touch Car Wash for half price.
Warning! Warning! This is not a drill.
It's the Gas It Up, Clean It Up special at Fast Trip Conoco and Magic Touch Car Wash on reserve across from Larchmont.
Half price wash. Only valid when purchased at the pump or in Fast Trip Conoco.
So we go to the 7th, top of the 7th. And number 7, Dane Frazier, will lead it off for the Mavs. A 7-run bottom of the 6th. And the Senators now lead it 10-5. Frazier started at third, has wandered around positionally a bit, and he's now at short. Right-handed batter. He was a pitcher for a little while, third base a couple of times. Now at short, low for a ball from Hunter Lindgren. So 10 runs, 6 hits for the Senators. Outside corner, a strike. Mavericks 5 runs, 6 hits. Most of the Mav hits were early. Most of the Senators hits are late. Here's the pitch. Outside for a ball. And it is 3-1. Ball 3 and strike 1. The pitch is low. Comes back to the screen, but Mooney will chase it down before it does any further damage. It is ball 4. Well, Joe DiMaggio, believe it or not, was fined $100 on this date in 1947.
Now plate number 5, Drew.
He was supposed to pose for a photograph for the Signal Corps. This was after the war. And he blew it off. Well, the Yankees fined him $100. A strike is called, and it's 0-1. There were several others involved, too. So no balls and a strike, and Lindgren comes home. Curve is lifted to short right field. Krieger drifts back just to the edge of the grass and makes the catch for the out. 1 down.
Third plate number 10, Bridger Johnson.
Well, there might be a little something maybe coming over Mount Helena, but other than that, I don't see anything threatening. Here's Bridger Johnson, left field, the pitch. A strike, and it's 0-1. So no balls and a strike. The stretch and the set by the right-hander. The pitch. Fouls it back to the screen, and the on-deck hitter, Jordan, will take care of it. No, that is not Jordan. But he'll take care of it either way. Move to first and the runner back. So 10-5 Senators here. The pitch is swung on and fouled off, heading for the concession stand, which is never a bad idea. There are concessions. Well, a while ago we were wondering if there would be because there weren't going to be any fans in the stands, but they're allowed a quarter capacity, and there's a good number of fans downstairs, as you can hear. Strike 3 call.
Now plate number 11, Zach Kangas.
So here is Zach Kangas. The stretch and the set, the pitch. Up high for a ball. Ball 1. He came on in the DH spot for Jordan. And a drive to right field. Scott is there, and he makes the catch for the out to retire the side. So after the leadoff walk, Lindgren puts them up and down in order. So we go to the bottom of the 7th. It will be, when we go to the bottom of the 7th, it will be Helena 10 and the Mavericks 5 on the Missoula Prep Sports Network. Tell it's the bottom of the 7th. So we'll let you stand up and stretch. whole bunch of changes for the Mavericks. Peyton Stevens comes in from center field, and he is now the pitcher.
Now pitching for the Mavs, number 8, Peyton Stevens.
Dill, who was the pitcher, goes to left. Johnson, who was in left, goes to center.
Number 14, Eamon Burke.
And here is Eamon Burke, who came on a while ago. The pitch is up high for a ball, ball one. Burke ran for Kintz a little while ago. The pitch is a ball. Ball two and no strikes. Well, earlier on, Jeff Wall played the chicken dance, and it looks like the chicken danced on my scorecard. The pitch from Stevens is a strike. Letters inside corner. Dodgers a 15-run first inning. They beat the Reds at Ebbets Field 19-1 on this date in 1952. There's a swing and a miss. Ewell Blackwell retired the first hitter, and then 19 Dodgers in a row got on base. Up high for a ball. 10 hits, 7 walks, and 2 hit batters. Pee Wee Reese was on base 3 times in that half inning. Here's the pitch. Strike 3 called. Fooled him inside corner.
The second baseman, number 2, Matt Krieger.
So here is Matt Krieger. Right-handed batter. A walk in 4 trips tonight. Well, the walk doesn't count. A walk and 0 for 3. 10-5 Senators here. The stretch, the pitch. Low for a ball. And it is 2-0. 2 balls and no strikes. The stretch and the set, the pitch. Swing, and he pops it up. Right side. First baseman struggling a bit is Hangus, and he makes the catch for the out. Got up into some gray clouds, and of course getting dark, so that makes it a little tougher. Here is Nielsen. 3 walks in a row after a called strikeout. He has scored 2 runs. The stretch and the set. The pitch. Outside for a ball. Ball 1. Going to the second inning, and it was 19-1. Here's a drive to center field. A long run for Johnson. He will not get there. It's all the way to the track. Here is the throw to third, not in time. Nielsen with the triple to right center. And Cy Miller will stand in.
Nielsen triples to center. Now for the left fielder, number 13, Cy Miller.
A single, a walk, a hit by a pitch, and a grounder to second. A 10-5 Senator lead, and looking for more. Up high. Pops out of Kurgan's mitt for the moment. Kind of like a bar of soap. But he was able to corral it. And it is ball 1. So the runner at third is Nielsen. Swing and a miss by Miller, trying to chase Nielsen home. A 1-1. The stretch by Stevens, their 5th pitcher, outside for a ball, and that's not a surprise. First game of the year. There's some bullpen action that's just ended for the Mavericks, so somebody is loosened up and is now apparently ready to come in. The pitch. There's a strike called outside corner at the knees. Ball 2 and strike 2. So 2-2. The stretch and the set by Peyton Stevens. Swing and a miss on the high hard one. He struck him out to retire the side. So some action on the triple by Nielsen. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, 1 left. End of 7. We're playing 9 tonight to get everybody a chance to play. We go to the 8th. It is Helena 10 and Missoula 5 on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
Get Montana strong at Fuel Fitness and Nutrition. Montana owned and Montana proud. Your $29 a month Montana Mega Gym. Fuel has premier facilities with the latest equipment, nutrition superstores, high energy classes, refreshing smoothie bars, attentive childcare, expert trainers, and we never close. Best of all, you have access to 6 locations statewide for just $29 a month. That's less than $1 a day. Get Montana strong at Fuel Fitness and Nutrition. Go to clubfuelfitness.com right now to find a Montana location near you.
The Round Carlino Investment Planning Group of D.A. Davison & Company is a proud supporter of Loyola Sacred Heart Athletics. D.A. Davison & Company is your hometown investment team. As certified financial planners, Ray Round and Sidney Carlino create smart strategy of wealth planning and investment management. Take advantage of the largest full-service investment firm in the Northwest and Ray and Sidney's experience. Call 543-8244 today. D.A. Davison & Company, member SIPC, the strength of advice.
Comes on for Lindgren.
Now pitching for your Helena Senators, number 13, Cy Miller.
And Cy Miller will get the call on the mound in relief. He becomes the 4th Senator pitcher. Lindgren giving up 1 run, 1 hit in 1 2/3 innings. Nope, check that, 2 full innings. He came on in the 6th with nobody out. Kites, William Lindgren, and now Miller on the mound for the Senators. First pitch from Miller is a strike called, and it's 0-1. This is Caden Jordan. Came on in right field in the 7th spot, replacing Clausen in the batting order, although Clausen was catching. Here's the pitch. Swing and a drive, a base hit through the shortstop hole. A single to left through the hole. And here is Nolan McCafferty. I think that may well be everybody for Missoula. Pitch from Miller is a strike called, and it's 0-1. No, I think there's one more. Alex Sertel. We have not seen him yet. Pitch is up and in for a ball. Ball 1 and strike 1. Well, as we said, both coaches going to try to get everybody in. It's the first game, and the pitch inside for a ball. And a lot of places in Montana won't be able to play for another week or so till phase 2 kicks in. The stretch and the set. The pitch. Swing and a miss. Ball trickling away momentarily from Mooney, but he jumps on it, and Chris will put another baseball in play, Chris Romero. So what would happen if you've got hand sanitizer on the bat? It's going to evaporate quickly enough. I don't think it's going to make any difference except the pitch up high. Maybe neutralize it if it's a spitball. Ball 3 and strike 2. The stretch and the set by the left-hander, and a strike 3 call. Fastball down and in. First strikeout by Miller. 1 down. And here is Sky Palmer, who came on a sacrifice bunt a while ago. A 7-run 6th inning after a 2-run 5th inning is the difference here. 10-5 Senators. The pitch up high for a ball. And it is 2-0. So 2 balls and no strikes. Senators in action over the weekend. It'll be in Bozeman, but it's the Missoula tournament, and you'll be able to see and hear those games all right here on the Missoula Prep Sports Network. The pitch up high for a ball, ball 4. And Chris Stratton will have those games for you. He'll be doing every game of that tournament. So here is Chris Dill, who came on as a pitcher a while ago. Moved to left field. And a strike, and it's 0-1. As we said, I think they've gotten everybody except Sertel in for the Mavericks. The pitch. Checks his swing. It's a strike anyway. And it is 0-2. So first and second. The stretch and the pitch. Swing, and he fouls it off left side. Wind is now spun again. It's looking more to the southwest. We've had it north, we've had it due west. Outside for a ball, couple squirts of rain. Haven't had any rain delays tonight. 1-2, the pitch. Outside on the fastball, ball 2 and strike 2. Each team with 7 hits. Senators leading 10-5. Each team with 2 errors. The pitch. Outside for a ball. Ball 3 and strike 2. So keep it right here on the Missoula Prep Sports Network Strike 3 called website. And you'll be able to catch all the Senators action. First strikeout, second strikeout by Cy Miller. Oh, 2 down. And here's Charlie Kurgan. He's one of the few guys who's been in the whole night. 2 different positions though. The pitch. Swing and a miss. And it's 0-1. Senators still putting their schedule together. The pitch. Check swing, it's high. The Independents will be here this weekend for their Memorial Day tournament. The stretch and the set by Miller. And a pop-up. Center fielder having a problem with it is Kynes. He is there, however, and he makes the catch for the out. I think it got up into the clouds or maybe into the lights, but he was equal to it, and it retires the side. For the Mavericks in the 8th, 1 hit, 1 walk, 2 left. We go to the bottom of the 8th. Here at Kendrick Legion Field, and it remains the Senators 10 and the Mavericks 5 here on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
Warning, warning, This is not a drill.
Bastrop, Conoco, and Magic Touch Car Wash are at it again. They've taken what was already the best wash in town, the best value in town, and made it even better. Now, whenever you gas up your rig at Fast Trip Conoco, you can clean it up for half price. Yeah, you heard that right. When you fuel up your car at Fast Trip Conoco, you can get any wash at Magic Touch Car Wash for half price.
Warning, warning, this is not a drill.
It's the Gas It Up, Clean It Up special at Fast Trip Conoco and Magic Touch Car Wash on reserve across from Larchmont.
Half price wash, only valid when purchased at the pump or in Fast Trip Conoco.
Hockey Wolf and Lacrosse Wolf is Missoula's one-stop shop for all your hockey and lacrosse needs.
Check this out.
It may be warm outside, but you can still take care of your hockey fix in their 1/3 sized indoor rink.
Really? Wow, crazy.
Stop in to 1010 North Avenue West and see what they have in store for your hockey needs. Hockey Wolf and Lacrosse Wolf is a proud sponsor of high school sports on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
So a new pitcher. It is Nolan McCaffrey. Maverick.
For the Senators, the pitcher, number 1, Tristan Mooney.
He becomes their 6th pitcher. Well, everybody wants to get some pitching time in. So McCaffrey comes on here in the 8th and comes high and away for a ball. Ball 1. He follows Stevens, Dill, Stensrud, Frazier, and Hangus. The windup by the right-hander. Outside for a ball. Well, Tristan Mooney standing back in. And a strike is called. Ball 1 and strike 1. Came on to catch for Craigle a while ago. A single his last time. The pitch bounces in. Tough stop by Kurgan. An instinctive stop with no runners. It doesn't matter. But I can tell you from experience, a plate umpire appreciates those stops, as opposed to having the plate umpire stop it. Swinging a foul ball. Speaking of umpires, he says cleverly, Chris Romero will be conducting the Babe Ruth Umpire Clinic on Saturday, 10 to 2, on the field clinic for those of you who want to think about umpiring. Low for a ball 4. So Mooney draws the walk. I'm just trying to total up the walks here, and I'm going to have smoke coming out of the computer in an instant. Looks like 12 walks. There's a strike, and it's 0-1 to Victor Scott, his second at bat. He came on and walked in the 6th inning, while the Senators were scoring 7 runs. Here's the pitch. Up and in for a ball. Ball 1 and strike 1. So McCafferty with his sign, and a drive foul down the right field line, heading for the cutout, and it bounces over one of the picnic areas down the right field line. They have some signs posted about the maximum number of people you can have in a picnic area. Now, possibly all that will change June 1st. Swing and a miss as he pulled the string on him, and Scott strikes out. And for those of you out of town, check with your local team, because just about every town is different. the Lewis and Clark County Health Department approving the Senators to play here, but Missoula, no cigar. Don't know about Billings. The runner goes, and a foul ball right side. Don't know if they're playing in Billings, but they're definitely not playing in Missoula. They are playing, I'm looking at Chris, in Kalispell. All right, yeah, I think Kalispell opened a couple of nights ago. Was it Saturday? All right, well, I thought, well, must have misread it. Imagine that. So 10-5 Mavericks here, the pitch. There's a strike called. And it's 0-1. Each team with 7 hits, each team with 2 errors, but the Senators with 10 on the board to the Mavericks 5. See, we start the runner again. Nope. Swing and a double play ball back to the mound. Down to short and on to first. The throw gets away. Coming all the way to the fence. So the fielder's choice and then the error. So the 1-6 on the fielder's choice.
Number 16, Quinn Belcher.
So here is Quinn Belcher. Right-handed batter. And he had an infield hit his last time. So the runner at second and 2 down. And up high for a ball, ball 1. Bottom of the 8th, Senators leading 10-5. Game scheduled for 9 innings to give everybody a chance to play, and I think just about everybody has. There's a couple left on the Senator bench. Here's the pitch. Gets away from Kurgan, comes back to the screen, and the wild pitch will move Tenney to third. So McCafferty with the wild pitch. Ball 2 and no strikes. If you're making your plans, you want to be here for the Independence Tournament over the weekend. The pitch. A strike. Senators will be in Bozeman, and you'll be able to see and hear those games with Chris Stratton here on the Missoula Prep Sports Network. The stretch and the set. The pitch. A strike on the fastball, outside corner, a little above the belt. 2-2 and 2 down. And keep your eye on the website, and we'll all find out together maybe when the Senators will be home again. That's kind of up in the air. Curve, got him. Belcher called out on strikes on the big curveball. And that retires the side. In the inning, a leadoff walk, with no runs, no hits, no errors, 1 man left. The error was not consequential to anything. And we go to the 9th here at Kendrick Legion Field. It is the Senators 10 and the Mavs 5 on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
Plonk. It's a unique bar and restaurant in Bozeman. It was a big financial decision to find the right bank for our growing business. We decided on Opportunity Bank of Montana. They have great mobile banking, which is good, because we're always on the go. I already had a home mortgage with them, with great interest rates. We met with Bert, our new banker, our friend, and now we have a second restaurant in Missoula. It was a great opportunity.
Stitches of Missoula is your resource for embroidery and screen printing. Give Stitches a call today at 406-529-2632 to speak with their super friendly staff and have them take care of your embroidery needs. From business logos to team jerseys, Stitches Embroidery can help you and your team look good. Check them out online at stitchesmontana.com to see their full line of silkscreen and embroidery options. Stitches is a proud sponsor of Prep Sports on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
So we go to the 9th. And let's see. Let's see if we've got everybody in yet.
Leading off for the match in the top of the 9th. The shortstop, number 7, Dane Frazier.
Here's Dane Frazier, who's now the shortstop. He's been at third. He's been pitching. Senators with 4 pitchers tonight, and the Mavericks with 6. But to be expected. Cy Miller, and a line drive to center, base hit. Yep, first ball, fastball, I think, and Frazier was ready for it. Here is Drew Stensrud. Hit by a pitch, bounced into a double play. Tenney unassisted to Nielsen, and 0 for 2 after that. So 0 for 3 with the hit batter. Miller looking at first now, being left-handed up high for a ball. Ball 1. So 1-0, and the stretch and the set. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. It is somewhat disconcerting, I must confess, not to know when we'll be back here. But welcome to the world of COVID-19. The stretch and the set. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. Well, it could be worse. Brian Knight, who of course Major League umpire from Helena, he has no idea when they're going to start and has really no control over anything. He's gotten his assignments for his crew chief, and they're just waiting. Pitch bounces in. And there's a lot of talk that there may not be a major league or minor league season this year. The players and the owners are squabbling about how to split the money. And the owners are trying to cut down on minor league expenses. The pitch. Checks his swing. It is a ball for the moment. The runner will scoot down to second. Ball 3 and strike 2. I would think a wild pitch. The stretch and the set by the left-hander. Fastball high and in. Scoots his head back a little bit. Ball 4. The second walk off of Miller. He has 2 strikeouts. As everybody trying to get their game legs, as it were. The stretch and the set, and up high for a ball, ball 1. Here is Alex Sertel, the last man on the Maverick bench. Left-handed batter. And a strike, ball 1 and strike 1. Sertel hitting for Johnson, who was in left and leaves having been in center for a while. The pitch. Outside for a ball. Ball 2 and strike 1. I'm talking about a 100-game Major League season and rosters of 40 men swinging a foul ball out of play. Maybe double headers, but they'd only be 7 innings. I mean, there's just not a lot there. As we said, the umpire's waiting for somebody to decide something. The stretch and the set. The pitch. Down for a ball. And Brian Knight says he's back and healthy. Calls it one of the advantages of sheltering at home. He's had injuries the last couple of postseasons, so he probably would have been there. 3-2 is fouled off. Ball 3, strike 2, nobody out. 2 on, nobody out. A 10-5 Senator lead, and Cy Miller trying to put the cork in it. A strike 3 called, outside corner. 1 down, 3rd strikeout by Miller. Kynes with him and Lindgren preceding. for the Senators. Here is Kanga. Swing and a miss. And it's 0-1. Right-handed batter. Zach is 0 for 1 tonight. A fly ball to right. Here's the pitch. Curve, a strike outside corner at the knees. The bender from Miller. And it is 0-2. The runner's at first and second. He checks second. Misses inside. Some oohs and ahs and boos and bahs from the fans in the stands. And there are quite a few tonight, even with the restrictions. Foul ball out of play. Ball 1 and strike 2. The 1-2. Here's the pitch. Curve, got him. Strike 3 called. Same pitch as a couple of minutes ago, that big breaking curve. Left-handed curve from the left-hander. It starts out on the outside corner and then, or outside, and then comes in. 4th strikeout. And here's Caden Jordan. 2 for 2. Curve, a strike, and it's 0-1. He came on for Clausen and went into right field, which seems like a long time ago with all the changes and everything. Here's the pitch. Curve, misses outside. Maybe experimenting a little bit. Seeing just how far that outside corner is going to extend. The pitch. Up high for a ball. Ball 2 and strike 1. Chris Romero, the plate umpire. Craig Struble on the bases. The stretch and the set. Here's the pitch. Checks his swing. He went around. 2-2. So 2 balls, 2 strikes, and 2 out here in the 9th. Senators leading 10-5. Miller looks at second, comes home with a fastball, and it thwacks off of a pad, perhaps, of Mooney. It'll be an advance for both runners, and I'm thinking pass ball on that one. I'm not quite sure what the difficulty was. It looked like he might have gotten crossed up. So 3-2 and 2 down. The stretch and the set. Here's the pitch. Fouls it back to the net. Ball 3 and strike 2. Well, we will put up on the website and a whole bunch of Facebook places when our next Senators home game will be. The stretch and the set. The pitch. Fastball, strike 3 called. He strikes out the side, and that'll do it. 5 strikeouts for Miller. And the Senators take it 10-5. So the Senators will build them up, Buttercup. And the teams are not shaking hands. Everybody's taking their hats off and saluting. And a 10-5 final. 10 runs, 7 hits, 2 errors for the Senators. 5 runs, 8 hits, and 3 left for the Mavericks. We will take a break. When we come back, we'll try to come up with some statistics on a night when everybody got some. And we'll do that after this on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
Hockey Wolf and Lacrosse Wolf is Missoula's one-stop shop for all your hockey and lacrosse needs.
Check this out.
It may be warm outside, but you can still take care of your hockey fix in their 1/3 sized indoor rink.
Really? Wow, crazy.
Stop in to 1010 North Avenue West and see what they have in store for your hockey needs. Hockey Wolf and Lacrosse Wolf is a proud sponsor of high school sports on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
Did your computer go down? Don't worry, Mike's Print and Copy has computer rentals available until you can get your computer replaced. In addition to computer rentals, Mike's has self-serve copiers so you can take care of your printing needs at your time. Do you have large-scale printing that needs to be done? From high-tech blueprints to large quantities, Mike's Print and Copy is your print store. Stop in and say hi to Mike at their new location at 1605 South Avenue West in Missoula. Mike's Print and Copy, proud sponsors of the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
Stitches of Missoula is your resource for embroidery and screen printing. Give Stitches a call today at 406-529-2632 to speak with their super friendly staff and have them take care of your embroidery needs. From business logos to team jerseys, Stitches Embroidery can help you and your team look good. Check them out online at stitchesmontana.com to see their full line of silkscreen and embroidery options. Stitches is a proud sponsor of Prep Sports on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
The Missoula Prep Sports Network is Missoula's home for high school sports, and we need your help. MPSN is looking for local businesses to help us cover our local high school athletes by advertising their business on the Missoula Prep Sports Network. If you know of a business that would be interested in helping the Missoula Prep Sports Network in our coverage of high school sports in the Missoula area, drop us a line by using the Contact Us link at mpsn406.com. MPSN, Missoula's home for Missoula's prep sports heroes.
Hey, are you gonna try that new gym? I hear it's really cheap.
No way. They don't care what we eat. They serve pizza and bagels, and the owners are in New York City.
What? New York City? That really tans my hide.
Fuel Fitness and Nutrition, your Montana born and bred fitness chain. And unlike the others, we never close.
The Round Carlino Investment Planning Group of D.A. Davidson & Company is a proud supporter of Loyola Sacred Heart Athletics. D.A. Davidson & Company is your hometown investment team. As certified financial planners, Ray Round and Sidney Carlino create smart strategy of wealth planning and investment management. Take advantage of the largest full-service investment firm in the Northwest and Ray and Sidney's experience. Call 543-8244 today. D.A. Davidson & Company, member SIPC, the strength of advice.
Starting tomorrow. The final totals for Helena: 10 runs, 7 hits, 2 errors. They left 10. For the Mavericks, 5 runs, 8 hits, and 3 errors. They left 10. Time of the game, 2 hours and 38 minutes, which is an hour 10 longer than that game we were talking about at Comiskey Park earlier on tonight. Zach Hangus, Dane Frazier, followed by Stinsrud, then Dill, then Stevens, then McCaffrey for the Mavericks. And the 7-run 6th inning, I believe, is mostly going to go to Skinsrud. For the Senators, Kientz goes 2 2/3, then Witham, Lindgren, and Cy Miller. Offensively, a lot of people got to play, and a lot of people walked for the Senators. 13 walks given up by Missoula pitching. That, of course, will not happen later on in the year. But everybody's getting a look, and everybody's shaking off a long winter, and the longer winter of discontent than everybody would have wanted because of the COVID-19 situation. Kientz, Witham, Lindgren, and Miller for the Senators. And offensively, first of all, for the Mavericks, a lot of walks, a lot of strikeouts, a multi-spot in the batting order hits for Clausen and Jordan, each getting 2 hits in the number 7 spot. A double for Frazier, and I'm not so sure that isn't the only extra base hit that they got. A lot of hits early for the Mavericks and pretty well shut down later. The Senators, on the other hand, again, beneficiaries of a lot of walks. Chase Nielsen had 3 walks. And every spot in the batting order except one had a walk. A multi-hit night for Peyton Witham, as he singled in the second and singled in the 6th inning. So the Senators go to 1-0, and the Mavericks go to 0-1, and everybody will get on the bus tomorrow, including Chris Stratton. And he will have these games for you from the Missoula tournament in Bozeman. Who would have thought we'd ever say that? The Missoula tournament in Bozeman, but that's what it is. And that will be this whole weekend. He'll have all the games for you right here, so you can punch it up on the website and be caught up with in terms of things. When our next Senators broadcast here at Kendrick Legion Field remains to be seen. They're still working out the schedule, trying to find out who can play where and who's available to play and that sort of thing. But we do know that Kendrick Legion is open for playing, so we'll have something for you probably the early part of next week, maybe after the Memorial Day holiday. So once again, our final score tonight is the Helena Senators 10 and the Missoula Mavericks 5. Our thanks to Chris Stratton, scorekeeper, engineer, and soon-to-be teacher of video to some of us here. Speaking from Kendrick Legion Field, I'm Jay Scott, wishing you a very pleasant good evening wherever you may be. Helena Senators Baseball, a presentation of the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
Thank you for tuning in to this presentation of Missoula Sports. MPSN's coverage of Missoula Sports is proudly powered by Fuel Fitness. Tune in next time when the Missoula Prep Sports Network has coverage of your local sports heroes.